这是 Johnny， 他是个孤儿，无家可归。他是个很典型的美国男孩子，但事情并不是一直都是这样的。美国曾是驱动世界经济的首都，但一切都改变了。海岸线升高，淹没了美国的沿海城市，数百万人无家可归，成为气候难民。在饥饿和绝望中，他们发现美国曾经肥沃的中心地带早已化为灰烬。如今，像 Johnny 这样的孩子几天都没有食物和干净的水源。每月仅100元，你就可以帮助像 Johnny 这样的孩子摆脱贫困的生活。像我们这样一个繁荣昌盛的国家，不应该奉献出我们的一份力吗？
She said, he said, she said, she said. He said, she said, he said, she said, he's a he. All on this season of As the Potato Turns.
If there's a problem, nothing's being held back, nothing is being hidden here. And you know what? From my perspective, I've never hid anything, contrary to the beliefs of some, perhaps others as well. This is an unplanned thing. I couldn't really... Oh, Antonio Subirats is here. I didn't know why I forgot Antonio. Of all people, that would be the last person I would forget.
It's because I'm part of you.
You know, you are actually.
He's running this.
So here I go, going bye-bye. Please don't talk ill of me while I'm gone.
You believe what a baby she's being about this whole thing, Mark? Right?
I thought it would never end.
Oh my God.
Christ, Mary and Joseph. I know she's gone. And it's even worse off air, man. Oh my God, like a freaking tropical bird.
I think the trolls out there who make the hit piece videos on her don't realize that just because she seems genteel doesn't mean that she's weak, you know? She has a lot more fortitude than people assume.
She was moving on and renewing her faith in love. Now here comes the bride's bombshell.
You've heard some of the stuff that's been going on this week. You've heard some of the stuff that I've said this week. Yes, Patricia is a man. You don't point out qualities of yourself, it's deceit. So I will point out right now, I am an unemployed artist. I told you. This is Patricia Steere. This is the person who sat by while somebody went around calling me a rapist who violently raped her, and later claimed that what he meant was sex under false pretenses, like maybe pretending to be the opposite gender. This is Patricia Steere. You all know, everybody knows, that this guy has said that I raped her violently. I'm going to show it. I am actually going to show him saying this in chats, in private chats, and also in public in comments, okay?
When this was happening, I wasn't focused on it, but I became aware of it. I think it was through David, and I read a couple of the comments, critically the ones where you were reporting what he'd said and showed it, and I was looking at it, I was thinking, my God, this is all blown up. You know, at this stage there was this level of optimism or gathering, this building and growing this flat earth community kind of thing, you know, and all of a sudden this thing just blew up like an explosion within the whole thing. It just went boom, and people talking about, speculated about rape and all this sort of stuff, and then, you know, you saying it. There's a lot of people, including myself, that just took one step back from the whole situation and said, "Whoa, what's going on here? Something's not right. Something that is definitely not right." And everybody that's getting themselves involved, there's a smell somewhere along the way. And I wanted to know where that smell was coming from, because
this week's episode of As the Potato Turns was brought to you by Vagisil.
Does your vagina itch like a porcupine? like a big fat spiky fish ball, stench like a skunk bag, or look like a weird little lobster, then you need Vagisil. It seals up your vag. We asked some ladies what they thought of their new vag bits.
No more scratchy minge. I can't wee anymore.
My vag is sealed. I can't have children now.
My husband's leaving me. Vagisil seals up your vag.
Because there were people declaring one thing and there was people not really saying much else. They weren't sort of defending it or attacking it or whatever, but all of a sudden there was a noise coming out that was saying, this is what's really going on, and there wasn't any counter to that. And to me, that's where the smell was coming from.
The silence. It was the silence.
The silence.
Yes.
Exactly. The question I ask you is, at what point in the relationship did you actually realise something wasn't physically right in terms of the anatomy? You know,
Yes. Okay.
When we were...
I can't say exactly when. Okay, it was maybe a third. So she was here for about 10 weeks. Maybe halfway through, or maybe a little bit early. I don't know, because it all got very blurred. I notice, okay, anybody who's not heard this, I notice because of the shape of the hip to the femur, okay, there's a hollow between the hip and the femur, and later in hindsight I noticed the strangeness of the walk. I do not know for sure, I did not take a blood test, okay, it could be the case that the same as it, I think Patricia used to be a man with narrow hips like a man and had this cushioning put on. It could be the case that she was always a woman with narrow hips and had the padding put on for more curves. That could also be the case. But this is my point. If she had been a woman, then the woman's wrath would have brought hellfire down on me, because I outed her, I exposed her as a psychopath. And a psychopath woman would have destroyed, and she would have just, poof, destroyed. And she didn't. Why? Because she's not a woman and she does not think like a woman. No. I outed her as a psychopath. She's a psychopath. So think, would a psychopath sit back and go, oh, it's okay, I'll just let it slide? No. So it's not that she is not a psychopath and just thought let it slide. I guarantee to you guys, she is a psychopath. Without
and I'm not trying to say this in your defense, but you had no choice, because this, to me, was a very public building of a relationship.
Okay, I'm going to show you what Nora sent me today. So, and then I'm going to ask you guys, I'm not going to embellish, I'm not going to editorialize, I'm going to ask you, why would she send this? Just think this. Why would she send this? Okay, I'm going to hold it up to the screen. Hopefully you can read it. Okay?
This is the first warning. I'm no Patricia Steere, and Patricia Steere is no bloke. You are now guilty in the law of defamation of character. I am encouraging her to take legal action. Anything published online about me in any way will be met with legal action. Have consulted with a lawyer on the liable and possible actions.
As the Potato Turns has ended due to possible technical legal action. In no way do the opinions expressed by Antonio Subirats represent those of the creators of As the Potato Turns.
I love it. I do. I genuinely do. It's so cheesy and gay and la-di-da.